And he started a sporting goods store with his high school buddy, Jerry Greenfield. And Jerry was to manage the store, and he was very much a people person, and he could fix everything, and so he was very good at that. And Stan was supposed to do the financial and that sort of thing. And they did it for a couple of years, and then they kind of outgrew their space. And so Stan always thought big, and they found a space on High Ridge Road in Stamford, and it needed to be remodeled, and not with great brilliance. They found an old friend of theirs who they knew from somewhere, who was a contractor, and they had him do it, but it was not like, this is what we're doing and this is the budget done. They just kind of left it open-ended, and then they ended up going bankrupt. So that was very sad, and then we were in debt to the Small Business Administration, and that's when he got the job with Hallmark, I guess. Boy, am I confused. That's got to be right, because when we went, that was it, but was he doing Marcraft and the Suburban Sportsman at the same time? Possibly. And so we went, that was sad. We loved our life in White Plains at Easton Avenue, but obviously you needed to work, and this was I remember saying at the time, although I was very sad about moving, that if we had to move, I was glad we were moving to the Midwest rather than up and down the East Coast or something like that, because I knew I'd like the Midwest. I felt like I was meant to be a Midwesterner, and I loved the Midwest, as it turned out.
So did he, did he look for a job in New York and just couldn't find one?
I'm sure he did. Yeah, he worked very hard to find a job, and it took a while, several months. And when he got that job, that was a plum job and a good salary for whatever. I mean, those days, a good salary might have been in the 70s. Not 100, I think so. I think probably $70-something thousand, and that was very good. And we bought a house that was we sold our house that we'd bought for $42,500 for $81,000, and that was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. And then we moved to Kansas and bought a beautiful house for $90,000, which was a stretch. And I remember Margaret O'Brien was the realtor, and she said, you should always buy a house that's a stretch. Does that make you feel better? Well, you did too.
I know it hasn't.
Yeah.